Is that enough?
Not nearly.
In Wales tonight, 90 jobs go as a Welsh factory loses out to competition from the Czech Republic. That's Wales Tonight next.
I'm no shrinking violet. I refuse to let my hair color fade into the background. I use Recital by L'Oreal. Stay True colorants that resist fading mean color won't fade out. Special conditioners mean hair won't dry out. Is your color glorious? Oh, I think it is. And I'm worth it. Fade-resistant Recital by L'Oreal.
You thought Fairy was just for babies.
Mom, wasn't me.
Don't worry.
But this is new Fairy. It can cope with the kind of mess big kids can get themselves into.
Tommy!
Doesn't matter, darling.
Better than any other non-bio powder. For great results with problems large and small.
You know you're not allowed that.
New Fairy, the softest non-bio, and now our cleanest.
Want a mint? Try Wrigley's extra sugar-free gum.
If you like mints, you'll love them. And chewing's great for your teeth.
Wrigley's Extra, all the great taste of a mint.
2 weeks ago, a man was acquitted of trying to pervert the course of justice. He says the police tried to use the case to discredit him and HTV for trying to tell the real story behind the Brecon bomb.
The way the police tried to put things to me, the way they were badgering me, I wouldn't have done it to a dog.
Wales This Week is back.
Tonight, an inquest jury hears how a baby miraculously survived a car crash which killed his grandfather.
The National News of Wales, tonight with Nicola Haywood-Thomas and Jonathan Hill.
You're watching HTV Wales Tonight. Good evening.
Hello. The other main developments tonight.
90 jobs go as a Welsh factory loses out to the Czech Republic.
The jury in the Russell family murder trial fails to reach a verdict.
And why they're queuing to put a smile on their face in mid-Wales. First tonight, the incredible story of how a baby survived for days on a hillside after an horrific crash which killed his grandfather. Today, an open verdict was recorded on retired detective Gwilym Evans, who died instantly when his car plunged off a mountain pass near Llangollen. His 13-month-old grandson, Liam, survived unscathed. Carol Green reports.
Gwilym Evans's family arrived for the hearing this morning, hoping it would finally answer some of the questions surrounding his mysterious death. His widow, Barbara Evans, told the court that her husband was a creature of habit who adored his 2 grandchildren. She said it was completely out of character for him to go missing with baby Liam. Summing up, the coroner, Mr. John Hughes, said that there were many questions in this case which only Gwilym Evans could answer. He said there was no logical explanation as to why the former police officer was on the Horseshoe Pass at that particular time. He said on the evidence he was not satisfied that the crash was an accident or that Mr. Evans had intended to take his own life. The discovery of the wrecked Vauxhall Vectra on August the 16th ended a 3-day nationwide hunt. The inquest heard that Mr. Evans, who wasn't wearing a seatbelt, was thrown from the car and died instantly of a fractured skull. The coroner said he believed baby Liam had been strapped in, but managed to escape through a broken window. He survived for 2 days and 2 nights, eating soil and protected by the bracken. By chance, he was found by 10-year-old Matthew Williams, who was out walking with his own grandfather.
Well, I think the grandson did a really good job, yeah. Fantastic. I did
just what anyone would have done, I think. There's no way I could bring the baby down on my own, so you just have to get help.
Detective Superintendent Eric Jones knew Mr Evans personally. He told the court that he didn't believe a note written by his former colleague, which was found in his car, was a suicide note.
Whatever happened on Thursday the 13th, it's impossible to say. I mean, there'll always be those unanswered questions. Only Gwilym would have known what happened.
Recording his open verdict, the coroner said that the only bright spot in this tragedy was the fact that Liam had survived intact. He said it was a miracle. Carol Green, Wales Tonight in Denbigh.
Nearly 100 workers are to lose their jobs in North Wales with the closure of a tampon factory. The American firm Kimberly-Clark says it can't compete with low-cost competitors in Eastern Europe. There are also fears for jobs in both the car components and steel industries in Wales. Here's our business editor, Nick Partridge.
Workers at the Kimberly-Clark mill at Sealand have become the latest victims in Wales of the mobility of multinational companies. The American firm admitted at a press conference today the Welsh plant couldn't compete with its factory in the Czech Republic. About half the 92 workers at Sealand will lose their jobs immediately, the remainder by the end of the year, although the company said its sister plant at Flint, employing 200, is safe.
That captivates his guests.